Coming up on this special Halloween episode of EagleVision News, we bring you updates on the Pittsburgh shooting.
And we tell you about some makeup trends for this Halloween season.
Plus, one of our reporters takes us behind the scenes of Viola's Pumpkin Pie event.
All this and more coming up on EagleVision News.
Happy Halloween and welcome to EagleVision News. I'm Hannah Miller.
And I'm Aisha Lee.
Before we begin our Halloween fun, here are our top stories for today.
In response to the migrant caravan, the Pentagon is set to send 5,200 troops to the U.S.-Mexico border. Midterm elections are just about a week away, and President Donald Trump is eager to focus voters on immigration. He tweeted, "Many gang members and some very bad people are mixed into the caravan heading into our southern border. Please go back. You will not be admitted into the United States unless you go through the legal process. This is an invasion of our country and our military is waiting for you." The Pentagon recently began executing Operation Faithful Patriot, which is described by the commander of the U.S. Northern Command as an effort to help Customs and Border Protection stifle defenses at and near legal entry points. He stated that advanced helicopters will allow Border Protection agents to swoop down on migrants trying to cross illegally. 800 troops are already on their way to southern Texas, with troops topping 5,200 by the end of the week. The troops are out to focus on Texas first, followed by Arizona, and then California.
Suspect in custody after a fatal shooting in a Pittsburgh synagogue. The gunman, identified as 46-year-old Robert Bowers, entered the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and began shooting while making anti-Semitic statements. 6 people were injured in the shooting and 11 are reported dead. The shooter surrendered to Pittsburgh police and was taken to Mercy Hospital. Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf took to Twitter, tweeting, "These senseless acts of violence are not who we are as Americans. My thoughts right now are focused on the victims, their families, and making sure law enforcement has every resource they need."
A suspicious item attached to a U-Haul truck triggers a massive evacuation in Pasadena. Officials and the bomb squad were quickly called to the scene, where they determined that the item appeared to look like an explosive device. 10 blocks around the area of Raymond Avenue and California Boulevard were evacuated, and the Metro Gold Line service between Lake and South Pasadena was also interrupted. The bomb squad deployed a robot to move and examine the object. The robot fired once in a detonation attempt, but the object did not explode. Pasadena Police Chief John Perez had a message for whoever left the device. "We'll catch you, and you'll pay the price for creating this kind of device and scaring the community."
A small vintage plane crash-landed on the 101 freeway in Agora Hills. According to the California Highway Patrol, the plane crashed south of Liberty Canyon Road on the far left lane on the northbound side of the 101 freeway. Moments after the plane landed, it burst into flames, causing traffic to be backed up for miles. The Los Angeles County Fire Department quickly responded to the scene and put out the flames. The pilot of the plane was doing a test run from Van Nuys when his engine began to fail. No one else but the pilot was aboard the plane during the crash. Officials say that neither the pilot or drivers on the 101 were harmed. Aisha, I love that you're dressed up as a cat. So festive.
Thank you. It's like the easiest thing to do. What are you dressed up as?
I think I'm going for a 1950s Bobby Soxer.
Nice.
You know.
Nice.
Well, to kick off our Halloween episode, our reporter Nicole Vogt is here to share with us some health stories that you might want to consider before going out.
A little bit of scare is all good and fun for Halloween festivities, but the holidays can bring some serious health concerns that are not so good. Some organizations are pushing back to make this a safe season for kids. The Teal Pumpkin Project is a campaign initiated by the Food Allergy Research and Education Organization and aims to raise awareness around Halloween allergy risks. The Teal Pumpkin Initiative encourages homeowners to paint a decorative pumpkin blue or print a teal pumpkin logo and place it in their windows, letting trick-or-treaters know that their home distributes allergy-friendly candy. The number of homes participating in this initiative are growing every year, and an interactive map is found on the organization's website to help parents track down houses with safe candy. And the FDA is warning trick-or-treaters this year to stay away from black licorice after the classic candy causes high blood pressure and irregular heart rhythms. The old-fashioned candy that's been a Halloween favorite is now a scary health hazard. Studies find that eating 2 ounces of black licorice for several days in a row can put you at high risk for high blood pressure and irregular heart rhythm. Adults over 40 are especially at risk, as black licorice contains chemicals that may cause heart disease. And while color contact lenses might be a fun way to make your vampire or zombie costume extra creepy, Doctors say you shouldn't be buying lenses that aren't prescribed. The Academy of Ophthalmology wants trick-or-treaters to know that non-prescription lenses can scratch and infect the eye. More serious complications of this can include corneal abrasions, corneal ulcers, and even blindness. Ophthalmologists offer safe year-round color contact prescriptions that trick-or-treaters can pick up.
So are you ladies doing any fun events for this Halloween? What you guys up to?
Well, Chipotle has $4 burritos, so I'll probably be going to that.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that too. Yeah, what about
That's
you?
like the annual thing every year.
Exactly.
No, for sure, yeah.
So just like make something up and just go and get the $4 burritos.
It's all worth
That's all I'm
it.
going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But more importantly, the Halloween season is a fun time for Biola students because they get to enjoy special events like pumpkin pie, and our reporter Sasha Terry was there to tell us more.
Students and their families grabbed their blankets and chairs and gathered on the Metzger lawn for the annual Pumpkin Pie event. This year, the talent show was held during Family Weekend on October 26th, and it featured 8 student performers, including singers, dancers, and a magician, with one claiming the first place title in the competition.
It was a ton of fun. We got to do this last year, Pumpkin Pie and Deck the Haven and a couple things, so it was really fun to come back and do Pumpkin Pie again, which is how we formed.
Although the show did not include judges, the audience participated by voting on their phones for the 3 winners of the competition. Daniel Connor and the Taco Boys opened the event with a song about tacos and won first place for the second year in a row. Orion Pilger came in second with a rap about the Gospel of John, and dancer Savannah Ozier finished third.
What better way to spend pumpkin pie than to grab a piece of pie after the show?
It was a lot shorter, which I also enjoyed because I like pie, and that's why I'm here.
This has been Sasha Terry, EagleVision News.
So back in chapter 2 we see they've run out of wine, and keep in mind, doing so is unrefined.
Halloween provides the perfect opportunity to do fun and wild makeup. Our reporter Jocelyn Meza is here to share with us this year's Halloween makeup trends. Jocelyn?
Thank you. With spooky season in full swing, beauty influencers and YouTubers are creating makeup looks that are both scary and glamorous. Nikki Tutorials created a colorful skull clown look using rainbow eyeshadow and false lashes. She used an Elmer glue stick to hide her brows and a Morphe palette to create bone-like structures on her cheeks. Her followers agreed that the look gave off Pennywise vibes. On a more scary note, Desi Perkins created a skull witch doctor on her husband using scar wax and white and black color base. The final look is sure to scare someone this Halloween season. In celebration of Kim Kardashian's 38th birthday, her KKW beauty brand launched new pigments. The 7 pressed and 7 loose powder pigment collection called Flashing Lights launched on the KKW website on October 19th. Pigment colors range from teal, purple, to gold, and according to a press release, each shade has a metallic finish and can be applied wet or dry. The colors are the brightest of the young brand's products, considering its neutral color history. Bessemet Cosmetics will be releasing a Peter Pan-inspired makeup collection for Disney and makeup fans this fall. A brand known for its vintage style will launch 8 new products, all in mermaid-themed packaging, inspired from Disney's animated film, Peter Pan. The hues in the collection are based off actual paint colors that were used to draw the characters in the film. With 2 compacts shaped like seashells in the collection, some fans won't be able to wait until November 5th to visit BessemetCosmetics.com.
Thanks, Jocelyn. Wow, I really love Halloween makeup, and I love seeing what people come up with when they are putting together their costumes. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, and even at like the scary mazes and stuff, like a lot of them have like crazy outfits and like crazy makeup looks.
Crazy, yeah.
And actually, one of the most fun times to go to Knott's Berry Farm is during the holiday season, and our reporter Jessica Bress was there to share her fun-filled haunting experience.
Hey guys, it's Jessica. I am on my way to Knott's Scary Farm. We just made a pit stop to get some coffee because we've got a long night ahead, but I'm going to bring you guys with me the entire time. So let's get going. On a scale of 1 to 10, how scared are you? 12. You too? Oh gosh. So we just got out of our first maze, and it was a lot. There were tired and we're soaking wet, so we thought, why not get on a water ride? Was that worth it?
Yes.
It's been a day at Not Scary Farm. I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been Jessica Brest, reporting for EagleVision News.
So, are you going to go to Not Scary Farm, or do you have any plans to go anywhere?
I don't think so. I went to Not Scary Farm last year, and it was just a very vulnerable experience. And I don't think I'm going to venture into that again. But 3 of our reporters go out into the streets to find out what Biola students are doing this Wednesday, the 31st.
All right, folks, so as many of you know, we have a very important holiday coming up this Wednesday, October 31st. This is a holiday that's celebrated nationwide, and it's very near and dear to the hearts of so many Biola students. So I'm going around Biola's Student Union building to ask students what they're doing to celebrate and prepare for Reformation Day. All right, so as you guys know, we have a very important holiday coming up this Wednesday, October 31st, and we just want to know, how are you guys celebrating Reformation Day?
Reformation Day.
Yes, Reformation Day.
Honestly, I haven't given that a lot of thought.
He hasn't given a lot of thought. What are you doing to prepare for Reformation Day?
Weeping, because I'm Catholic.
So we're wondering what you're doing to celebrate Reformation Day. October 31st. So, yes, Christmas. That's what's happening.
Well, Candyland is going on in Alpha, and I live in Alpha, so I'll be working Candyland.
For Reformation Day?
No.
We back home, actually, we did have some friends of ours decided to put 95 Reese's on our door back at home with Martin Luther's head on a pumpkin.
You know, now that you've asked, I'm going to have to think of something to do, but I don't think I'd even been thinking about the holiday.
Well, we made him think about that holiday, folks.
Thanks for asking.
Yeah, so we wanted to know what you're doing for Reformation Day.
For Reformation Day? I think I'm actually going to be watching Star Wars.
Watching Star Wars for Reformation Day?
Yeah.
What better way to celebrate the 95 Theses from Martin Luther than to be watching Star Wars?
Yeah.
Thank you, Henry.
You're welcome.
Well, thanks, guys. That was a funny little twist.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, the weather is also going to be a little chillier than normal on Halloween. Our reporter Joel Asher has all the updates on this week's weather.
Thanks, guys. Now, if you look behind me, this is St. Mark's Square in Venice, Italy. The entire country of Italy has been experiencing torrential flooding and winds even reaching up to 150 miles per hour, causing this normally populated tourist destination to be covered in 4 to 5 feet of water. Now, moving on to our current weather conditions. On the day, this morning in La Mirada hit 56 degrees at its coolest, warming up to 75 degrees in the afternoon, and then cooling back down to 56 this evening. On to our national weather forecast. Here on the East Coast, all the way over to the West Coast, it is a cool weather swirl with lots of pockets of cool air swirling all the way around. Even here in Los Angeles, where we're used to warmer weather even this time of year, it's time to put on the scarves and sweaters as it is starting to feel that fall chill. Now, onto our current weather conditions and our weekly forecast. It's currently 71 degrees. It hit a high of 75 degrees today. For all you trick-or-treaters who are looking to hit the streets tomorrow night looking for some candy, it is going to be warming up to a high of 80 degrees, but you are still going to feel that chill tomorrow night as the fall weather does set in. It's going to be warming up this weekend, warming all the way up to a high of 85 on Friday, and then it's going to be cooling down into the lower 80s on Saturday and Sunday and dropping back down to 77 on Monday. That's all for today for weather. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Joel. Well, that's all we have for you today, but be sure to watch us next time on EagleVision.
Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube for more updates. That's it for today. We hope you have a happy Halloween.